back once again for another video. This time it's a big pickup video. I haven't done one of these in quite a while. I am later on going to have a Vinegar Syndrome. I ordered a few more things from them when the shop opened back up, and you guys will really get a kick out of some of the stuff that I picked up from Vinegar Syndrome. But today it's all the other stuff that I have gotten for the last month or so. My wife has got some stuff in here too. So if you like this sort of video, please like and subscribe down below. Check out our websites over at DEADPIT.com, Patreon sites, patreon.com/into the Dead Pits. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is stuff that I've gotten since Christmas pretty much. So a lot of stuff I've picked up actually at Goodwill too, which occasionally if it's something random that I see that, hey, I've never seen that, or I don't have it on anything, I will even get the DVD. Case in point is this old school release from DreamWorks. I don't even know if they're still around. It is the DVD release of the original Ring, which is known as Ringu Hido Nakata Miyagi. I'll be checking that out at some point. I'm sure the transfer on this is not the best, and I know it's out on Blu-Ray or whatever. But when I see something like this that I don't have, I think I have Ringu 2 on DVD, but I don't have it this one on anything, so I picked that one up. This was $3.99, and anytime that I see a complete series of stuff, you know, old school TV shows in a Goodwill for this cheap, this is 17 discs, 136 episodes though. Just that music brings me back to when I was a kid. Now, no, I wasn't a kid when this show was on, but I got the reruns of this. Like, what year did this start? 73? Yeah, I'm not that damn old. That's Steve. Steve watched this when he grew up. Sarah picked this one up. This is the original, and I would guess this would be worth something, but it's not really worth anything, so we're going to keep it. With Jodie Foster, it's the original Freaky Friday, and it's brand new, factory sealed. This is one that I completely lit up when I saw it, because I have not seen this movie in many years. It was one of my favorite little-known Ernest P. Worrell films. This is Slam Dunk Ernest, factory sealed. Way back in 2003 at Walmart's is where this one came from. So this is a really fun movie. Ernest movies are always really just goofy as hell, but fun, man. So big fan of Jim Varney, all his stuff. This is one that I had never seen anywhere to pick up on Blu or on DVD. So at some point in time, it would be awesome for a company to do remastered versions of some of these movies, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I don't know if that'll ever be a thing that we see. So let's go ahead and get started with some of the Christmas stuff that we picked up here. Most of these were at Walmart, Black Friday sales. Not really the best, but I'll get this stuff just because it's like $6, and I will eventually check it out. I'm not expecting much from this movie. I think this one was like $5.88 or something like that on sale, and it's a Blu-ray of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie with Jim Carrey. The 4K of Top Gun. It's been many years since I've seen Top Gun. Awesome soundtrack to that movie. Rambo Last Blood. I have never seen this one yet, but I'm a pretty big Rambo fan. Not as big as like Rambo Raff or anything, but it is what it is. I haven't heard many good things about this, but I'm a completist. I had the first one, so I picked up Zombie Land Double Tap. This is one that Sarah got. It's a limited edition. It's some sort of music-based movie. I don't know. It's called I Still Believe. I don't think it's about the guy that was in The Lost Boys, the saxophone player, but it's got Shania Twain and Gary Sinise. Is it? Lieutenant Dan is in this. More Sarah stuff. Onward, the Disney movie. I don't know why she buys this stuff. So much Disney stuff that's never been opened, and this is just going in the pile. But There's another one that's going in the pile of Disney stuff that we'll probably never watch. Sarah actually wanted this one too, which I'm fine with this because this is one of my favorite Eddie Murphy movies. Coming to America on 4K. It's the Steelbook. Picked it up at Best Buy, I think. And the Amazon sequel, which actually looks really good. I'm surprised. That one's coming out, I think, in March. So we'll be checking this one out and then the Amazon one probably the next day. That's normally how we do this. Oddly enough, as much as I enjoy this movie, I had never owned it on anything. So this is, yeah, not a double dip or anything. This is the first time I have ever purchased this. Weird thing about this one, though, is it just includes the 4K. I do have a digital copy. But it also includes a Randy Watson World Tour poster. So that one may be hanging in the DEADPIT Studios before too long. This is one that we did check out. It is from director Lee Winnell, The Invisible Man, that came out last year. I think this one was like $7 in Walmart. Girl right there looks just like Mad Puppet Death. Do you remember her from YouTube? Anyway, I kept thinking of that throughout the entire movie. The movie it's okay. Performances in it, I thought this girl, what was her name? Elizabeth Moss. I thought she did good. You know, she had a performance playing a girl that just has issues. Not much. I mean, the effects were good in it. It was okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was. People were really jacking themselves off over this movie, but it was okay. I mean, I don't think it was bad, but I really don't think it was that great either. I actually bought this back in, I think Best Buy had this Suspiria remake for $8 or something like that, a month or two before we reviewed it, but I watched it on streaming because I had this one wrapped up under the Christmas tree. But yeah, the Suspiria remake is actually really good. It's enjoyable, at least. I wouldn't compare it to the original movie by any means, but I mean that would be unfair anyway. But yeah, it had some issues with it. Wasn't perfect, but you know, I thought it was pretty decent. I can see myself definitely checking this out again. And this is another one that we had bought around the same time, and I told Sarah that what the fuck did we wrap this up for? Because by the time you open this on Christmas, it's going to be too late to watch it, at least for Christmas. So it's the 4K of Home Alone, which I have rebought Home Alone. This is the third time. I had it on DVD, Blu-ray, and now 4K. I don't even know if the 4K is that good. You know, it looks really that good, but Sarah is a 4K collector. 4K steelbook collector, if you will. So if it's a movie that she likes and it's on 4K, which there's another one that I don't have that we had bought at the same time. It was The Grinch That Stole Christmas or something, the Jim Carrey one, which we bought that one too, the steelbook. And the last one that I think it was of our Walmart deals. Yeah, I think this is it. It is Terminator Dark Fate, which I haven't heard really hardly anything about. Aaron, Uncle Bill told me that it was okay. You know, as far as the Terminator post-Terminator 2 movies, it's one of the best. So eventually I'll check that out. But yeah, it was a good price on this. Movies like this, like mainstream movies, I really don't want to spend any more than $6-7 on. Some other stuff, closeout stuff that I had purchased that was a little bit later on. This one was like $7.88 on clearance. I haven't heard many things about this at all. Don't have it on Vudu or anything, which is another reason I wanted to get it, to put the digital copy up. Antebellum. I picked up Blake Lively's Rhythm Section, which, you know, Blake Lively, I'm fine with watching her anything. I'll just say that. And I picked this one up just out of curiosity. It was $6 again on clearance. This, we watched Mandy recently, so I figured I would get the other purple and blue Nicolas Cage film, Color Out of Space. This one, my buddy Chris V hooked me up with this one. Chris, thank you so much, because otherwise, I don't know if I would have been able to get this. From 101 Films, this is the box set of Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2, which quickly went out of print. One of the big reasons I wanted this, I don't have Silent Night, Deadly Night on Blu-ray. I have part 2, which I'm probably going to sell, the Scream Factory one. Our interview with Charles Sellier, the director of part 1, was on the Scream Factory Blu-ray that they did. I was under the impression that we would get some sort of, not compensation, but at least DEADPIT Radio would be on as the feature or something on it, as one of the features. But 101 Films ported all the transfers, extras, all that stuff over, and they included our name, which, if you freeze frame it right there, you might be able to see it. I don't know how good the camera is. But they gave us a shout out on the back for the interview, so that alone made me have to get this. It's kind of some mainstream publicity for DEADPIT, if you will. So, but yeah, this is a stacked set. It's 2 discs for the first movie, theatrical version on disc 1, extended unrated version on disc 2, and basically all the features from the Scream Factory ones that they did. So that is Silent Night, Deadly Night, the box set, which is out of print now from 101 Films. Another one from Arrow Video, The Passion of Darkly Noon. This is one that just sounded intriguing to me. Somebody had it kind of cheap on Mercari, I think is where I got this one. I don't know if I've shown this one or not. I don't think so. We were talking about this on the show not too long ago. The Beast Must Die. I had purchased The Beast Within thinking it was The Beast Must Die. So I had to go out and pick up The Beast Must Die, which Severin has out. This is the version with the slip cover. Then I heard a lot of people talking about this movie, The Dark and the Wicked. Pizzal mentioned this, and then my buddy Garrett mentioned this one. So this one was pretty cheap. I think it was like $13 or $14. Keen Old Lorber Studios. I got this one from Mercari as well. This is one that I didn't have officially on anything. The Trilogy of Terror. I think Dark Sky Films sent us a screener back in the day without a case or artwork or anything. So, some pretty cool new commissioned artwork for that. Kind of sucks that they didn't have any reversible artwork with some of the original art. It's a great anthology film right here. And The Church, Mikel Suavi, the guy that did De la Morte de l'Amor, Cemetery Man or whatever. This is another one of the really good ones that he did. The Church, which Scorpion Releasing has that out. And last up is one that I was just recently sent to review. This is a long freaking video. That's why I'm doing the Vinegar Syndrome stuff in another video later on. This is a documentary about the original guitarist from the band Wasp. Chris Holmes, anybody that knows the story of him knows that he has been a lifelong addict, issues galore. Wasp was a big party band. He partied too hard for Wasp, got fired from Wasp. But they did a documentary on him called Mean Man, the story of Chris Holmes, which MVD came out with this one. And I'm looking forward to it. Documentary, it is, I'm thinking it just came out. So, yeah, that is the story of Chris Holmes from one of my favorite 80s metal hard rock bands, Wasp. This just sounded very intriguing. The story of an iconic guitar player who has lived a life of extreme highs and lows after losing the publishing rights to his own songs and combating dangerous addictions. The legendary Wasp guitarist is shown starting over from scratch while living in Cannes, France, as he puts together with his wife, Catherine Sarah, brand new band and brand new musical role as not only the guitarist, but now an actual lead singer of his newly born musical project, aptly named, that's the name of the band, Mean Man. So it's almost like a promote a promotional vehicle for his new band. He looks rough. He looks rougher than a damn cob. He kind of looks like Charles Manson. But the trailer for this looks really good. If you're interested, Cleopatra-entertainment.com. And man, oh man, that was a lot of stuff. That was probably the biggest pickup video that I've ever done. If you're watching this now, you are the shit. And you should already be subscribed and like it and all that good stuff. So that is it. Check us out. My name is Wes. I'm the Creepy Kentuckian. You check us out at DEADPIT.com, Patreon.com. Into the Dead Pit. A special thank you goes out to our supporters on Patreon. The Patreon website has a complete archive of the Dead Pit radio shows starting way back in 2005, in addition to all of the midweek shows, archived commentaries, all that good stuff. If you're interested, and we appreciate all the support, go to www.patreon.com/Into the Dead Pit. Tiers start as low as $1 per month.